Hey everybody, it's Paul, back with epictcg. Welcome back everybody. Today is Monday, January 7th. The UPS driver just left my house, literally. He just left, dropped off some more boxes of Ultimate Masters. I have lots of news for you. It has been an exciting few days. I got a special treat for you about halfway through this video, so stay tuned for that. I liked the last video I did where I opened something I used, Leovold as kind of like my commander card. Today we're using foil Liliana. Need some good luck, Lily. Ended that last box with that Lava Claw Reaches. Do not want a repeat of that. That was kind of like a real feel bad one. $2.99 was the price tag on here. Let's see if I can get that in focus. $2.99. I paid more than that. Spoiler alert for you. So the prices on this sealed product, they're going up. They're going up, yet they've stabilized. There's a couple reasons for that. So the lowest price on TCG Player right now is with shipping like $3.50, and then you're going to pay tax on top of that. So call it $3.80 a box. eBay, basically buy it now. Yeah, you're right around that neighborhood, give or take. There is a little bit more product hitting the marketplace because just got done watching a video that Rudy posted a couple, about 37 minutes ago, that a restock is happening for Ultimate Masters. That comes as a little bit of a surprise to me. Of course, if you've been watching since I've been posting stuff on Ultimate Masters, I predicted there would be no second wave or no restock. So I'm just going to own up right now that I was wrong about that. If in fact we do get, a second thing. I mean, I'm just taking his word for it. He seems to be in the know about stuff. Now he is predicting that, even though there is going to be a restock, that it won't really matter. It won't trickle down to stores in any meaningful way. That distributors are just going to sit on the sealed product, and that's going to be that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see who's right about that and whatever. My personal opinion is that I tend to agree with him. I feel like the singles market is going to stay fairly steady. We might see some prices decline in the short term, and then they'll kind of correct and start going back up. Notable card moving right now is Noble Hierarch. It has actually fallen quite a bit over the weekend. Wild Mongrel is our foil. Phyrexian Altar, good rare to start with, real good rare. So yeah, Noble Hierarch is like $43 right now on TCG Player. I think that what's going on is I really think that a lot of people are, number one, we're just getting over Christmas. Christmas time, people spend a lot of money. They travel, they spend money. We're into the new year. People are doing New Year's resolutions. Being more responsible with money is always a big one. Paying off credit cards. If you've got a Noble Hierarch that you can liquidate for like $40, and you're not using it for something right now, a lot of people are going to do that. Boy, I like that. I like that piece of art, Prey Upon, in the foil. That looks really cool. So yeah, I just think that's something of what's going on. I think people are seeing that rare. There's a lot of them out there right now. A lot of inventory hit the market, which I think is bringing the price down. So Temporal Manipulation, our first mythic. We will take that. All right, Counter Squall, Reckoning Sleight of Hand. And let's see. So yeah, anyway, so that's kind of the big news right now. I do want to say, just kind of in the way of a disclaimer here, I talk about the prices of things a lot. I am not Visions of Beyond a rare. Funny story about this one. I want to set this one aside just so I tell you about that. We talk about the prices and about finance here on this channel. I am not making any recommendations that you buy or sell anything at a certain price. I'm just strictly talking about my personal experience. If I say I think that a card price is going to do something, that's just my prediction. I'm just a guy in the basement of a house. Literally, I am in a basement. This is our basement studio, and I'm just guessing here. Lord of Extinction. Okay, this is the one mythic card that we did not get in 12 booster boxes. I have said that over and over again. I've sort of bragged about it because it is a $5 mythic. And there it is, first box of this little restock that we went ahead and treated ourselves to. And there it is, a big old $5 mythic. All right, that's okay. That's okay. As much as that card is cheap and kind of stinks in a box that you know, costs call it $380 right now. You don't want to pull a $5 mythic. You know, it just is what it is. Mages of the Bazaar, another really, really cheap rare. So in our first, what did we open here? 5. Okay, there's our other rare. Okay. I was thinking we got mythics and just one rare so far. Anyway, if you're going to get the boxes which are just huge and you have the $600, $700 value, you know, you're going to get some boxes that just don't pan out all that well, and that's just the way that works. There's like a line of foil going right there. I think that card might have a little bit of damage to it. That doesn't seem right to me. I think there's something wrong with the printing on that one. All right, Ray of Dawnbringer. It's our rare. So anyway, getting back to prices, if I didn't complete that thought, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying what I'm doing and kind of giving my reasoning for it. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't, but you got to do your own research. And, you know, just depending on what financial situation you're in, you may need to consult an expert in that field. Eldrazi Conscription. I don't know if there is such a thing as an expert in Magic finance, but there are financial advisors out there that will be more than happy to talk to you about bonds and stocks and real estate and all that kind of thing, and, you know, put together a portfolio for you. I'm not that guy. I'm not claiming I'm going to be. Spark Spitter, Wall of Reverence. All right. We are getting like a lot of the cheap rares here. We start off with a Phyrexian Altar, and then we went kind of cheap. All right, let's see here. Cation Crier, Bridge from Below. All right, solid $4 rare. It's back up to, you know, at least a couple bucks for the rare. All right, Mark of the Vampire. Through the Breach. That's a good rare. That's a good solid $12 to $15 rare, just depending on the day right there. We will take that one. All right, before I get too off, I think Visions of Beyond. Open up 12 boxes. Rare cards, people. Rares. Only got one of these. Kind of crazy. Something that's sort of funny is, I mean, this is a cheap card. It's like, when I was opening those boxes up, it was like 65 cents, 90 cents. Now it's like $1.40, $1.50, closing in on $2. There's not a whole lot of inventory of them either out there, like compared to other rares from this set. And I actually, I could see that, you know, going up in price. Nothing crazy, like $3, $4. You know, I talked about that in my rare video of this, the rare price prediction of these. Phyrexian Tower. Let's see, that was a good rare. So anyways, that's my Visions from Beyond story. I'm actually happy to see another one of those. Obviously, I would like to get something worth more, but there are certain cards I want to get a little bit higher of inventories. Cavern of Souls, right there, Mythic. All right, that helps balance out the Lord of Extinction. So we'll talk about Mythics for a second here. So a fun thing that you can do is you can kind of map the value of a box or basically you're predicting the expected value of a box. The way you can do that is you can take the value of all of the Mythic cards, let's say, or all the cards in a category, Mythic, we'll just use, Sublime Archangel, you're very sublime. And you can add them all up and then you can divide it by the amount of Mythics in the set. So Mythics had an expected value of $27 each, which gives you an expected value for the box of $81 for the Mythic category, and that price was done about 2 weeks ago, just so you know. That price probably has changed a little bit. Not a whole lot. Haven't seen like a big move on any of the Mythics Treasure Cruise foil. So basically, you're looking, when you open up a box, you're looking to get $81 in value from the Mythic spot. Unless you hit one of the big Mythics, Liliana, Karn, Snapcaster, or Cavern of Souls. Chainer's Edict, good uncommon. It's going to be hard to get to that value. I'm just saying. So $60 for the Cavern of Souls helps out a lot because this, along with Temporal Manipulation, gets you to that $80 mark. And then you can have this junky Mythic like Lord of Extinction, which again, I mean, I think it's a cool card. I like its ability, and I could see in casual play that being something that a lot of people would really like. But you know, a $5 card, I do not want to be getting out of out of boxes when they're this expensive. All right, let's go ahead to a little treat. Hopefully I don't drop my iPad on something. So let's see, right here, we have the video that I posted today, which was my Mythic review. Now, I'm not fancy enough to have these printed out on paper because Shannon's using the computer with the printer attached to it. I didn't want to have her do it. So Blaine wrote me this awesome comment. Wanted to give a shout out to Blaine. Talked about my prediction for Leovold, Emissary of Trust box topper. I predicted that would go down in value, down to about 40 bucks, from about the 65 that it's at now, down to 40. He disagreed, but let's read his comment. You have some good analysis for some of your opinions. However, I think you will find that you are wrong about Leovold in particular. You stated that you felt the box topper was going to come down in price and settle around 40 or so, encouraging people interested to wait for it to fall and those selling to consider cashing out while it's at 65. He goes on to caution me about giving specific financial advice, which, hey, I agree with on that. We've kind of addressed that. Let's see. Then he goes on to say that Leovold has a good chance of rebounding, and the foil versions, let's see, the foil versions have what I would consider a strong chance of going up significantly. You have to look at the fact that the only other printing of Leovold is in Conspiracy 2, and while Leovold was probably good enough as an include in this set, the formats where the card thrives all make it so that you only need 1 or 2 copies. As a result, you get a market with way too much supply when it comes to the non-foil version, but the foil is a different story. There's a reason that Leovold was a $300 plus foil for a period of time. It is an extremely powerful card, blah, blah, blah. Not trying to cut your opinion short, Blaine, but you guys can go back and read his entire thing. You can read my reply. So definitely good comment about not giving specific financial advice. I really don't feel like I've ever done that on this channel. Hopefully, didn't want to do that. But Blaine believes that Leovold is going to, could be worth significantly more in the box topper and the foil version. Blaine could be absolutely right. I hope that he is. When I was doing that video, before I did it, I looked up all the cards. Urborg, like that one. I like that one better than Phyrexian Tower. Eternal Witness, favorite uncommon in the set. And Buried Alive, another good uncommon. Before I did that video, I looked up kind of the price history of a lot of the mythics, and Leovold was one that I found that had stayed around the the $40 or $50 mark, and then started coming down before this set was ever announced. So that's kind of why, to me, it said, "Oh, Revelark, there's our foil rare, Revelark, man." All right, so a 50-cent rare. In foil version, given the foil multiple, we get about $1.50. Looks nice though. Sparkly and shiny. And Tassiger, another awesome rare. All right, so about 85 cents worth, but $1.85 worth of rares in that pack, including the foil. Anyway, yeah, so seeing a softening in demand for the card overall is what led me to that conclusion. You do bring up a good point that with it not being legal in all formats, and it only needing to be a 1 or 2 of in certain decks, you can end up having a lot more supply of, hey, Flagstones of Trocaire foil. Now this is our second rare foil. I was just complaining, and look what happens. The box, the variance gods reach up and slap me around and say, hey, Paul, have another rare foil. And while you're at it, have a Flagstones, one of your favorite cards. That's really cool. This is the first Flagstones we've got. Boy, I like that. I like that effect in the sky. Toleron, the Sky Summoner, another awesome sub $1 rare. So yeah, so in me looking at Leovold, I was just seeing a softening of the price overall. The foil, the premium versions of it, obviously had held their price for a lot longer. I did not look into that specifically, so it's just not something that I was aware of or knew about. But I am seeing a softening in the market on the price of not only the regular cards of Leovold, but the foils and the box toppers. So it just doesn't seem like there's a tremendous amount of demand for that right now. Blaine could be right. I could be in for a very, very rude awakening. I did see a post on Quiet Speculation where they were at a Pro Tour and they were looking at the buy boards, and the Leovold was being bought up at a little bit more than the price that I predicted it might fall to. Stirring Wildwood. So definitely, the big stores like Card Castle and stuff like that, they need it. They need it in stock, and they're willing to pay, more than that I'm talking about. So I don't know who's going to end up being proven right. We'll all see. Hey, Life from the Loam. This is another card I just didn't get very many of as far as the rares. So happy to see another copy of that. All right. All right, I think we have to go right over here. Well, first of all, we're going to put the Visions from Beyond here. Let's pick that up. Put that there. All right, Lily. Need some luck here. This box has not been so wonderful. It's not been absolutely terrible, but we just haven't gotten like the big crazy value that I'm thinking we need. So we need a little bit of luck with a box topper. One of the big 4 or 5 would just be awesome. Would just kind of make our day. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Caracas. Hey, okay, this is not one of the big ones, but that does look really nice. So I'm always excited to get the cards that I haven't seen yet. That one looks like really cool. So let's see. Actually, I might need to revise my price prediction for Caracas. This one is just a little tiny bit warped. Just a little bit of curling with that foil. I haven't really experienced that very much. So let's see here. All right. Like I'm watching like all these other channels and like they're doing their kind of roundups of cards and stuff, and they're talking about, where cards are, what cards are used in what decks. Caracas is in a few more decks than I was actually thinking, and this is another card, Banned in Commander. Because it's Banned in Commander, because that's the format that I tend to gravitate towards. I had a little bit more of a negative opinion of it than maybe I should have. That is a nice looking box topper, and with that being printed at Mythic, I don't feel like there's a tremendous amount of more supply coming into the market. I'm gonna have to look at what I thought that was gonna do, and maybe come up with something else. Now that is not something that I did see on buy boards. On Quiet Speculations post, Blood Flow Connoisseur. We got trolled. Yeah, this box has been a troll to us. Lava Spike, getting all the good uncommons at least. So that is something else that I haven't talked about until now. Go ahead and I'll just address that real quick. There is a significant amount of value from these boxes in the common and the uncommon spot. If you go to TCG Player, you type in or you click on Ultimate Masters and just do best selling, a lot of the cards, hey, back to basics, good rare. Happy with that one. Most of the best selling cards are the commons and the uncommons. Obviously, people are gonna be like, well, duh, Paul. It's because they're cheap. But that's really not the case. A lot of the commons and the uncommons are a lot more expensive than some of the rares. So it's not just because they're cheap, because if that were the case, then the rares would be outselling them because they're less expensive. Mer Servitor. Hey, Flagstones of Trocaire, we have, kept our tradition of getting the non-foil version of things that we get foil rares of. Oh, I hope that doesn't mean that we're gonna get the other one, Revelark. I'm hoping that last pack's not Revelark. I'd like it to be Ancient Tomb. Or Noble Hierarch. That'd be awesome. Everybody else can sell their Noble Hierarchs. I'll just keep mine for a while. So yeah, I mean, Faithless Looting has been the #1 selling card for weeks. Turn to Mist. Pattern of Rebirth. Okay, cool. We got like another $2 rare. All right, and Spider Spawning, Become Immense, Grave Strength. All right, that is going to wrap it up. We tried to have some luck with foil Liliana. She just didn't do it for us. Let's just do a quick look here. We've already talked about the Mythics. We are sitting at probably, would that be about $85 in Mythics. Caracas foil box topper. I think that's, I don't have my notes right here, but I'm thinking that's about $50. Give or take. And actually, hey, you know what? I got the cool little electronic device here. We can just pull it right up. How about that? Let's see here. Look, I got TCG Player up right now. So yeah, there's the box top, or there's boxes, $3.50 each. Cases, more cases have kind of come online. Let's go back. We got to go back. Here we go. Where are you at? Scroll down. TCG Player is getting a big plug from me. I'm not with them. Don't sell on them. Yeah, I have gotten a lot of comments from people asking me about selling cards. I am not selling any of the cards right now. I've never sold to any viewers or anything, not because I don't like you guys, but just because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to sell them anything. So I'm probably going to keep that model. Okay, so there's Leovold right there, since we were talking about him. Sitting at, you can get a near mint one for $62.52 with free shipping, or a little bit less. So let's see, Caracas, it's down here somewhere. Where are you at, Caracas? Okay, there's Vengevine, Balefire. I gotta think it's not on the last page. Come on, guys. No, oh, okay. It's on page 3. All right, that makes me feel a lot better. Sorry, this has become like a really long wrap up. Getting to see like all the box toppers. But anyway, this is a great resource just to kind of let you know what people are selling stuff for. Okay, Caracas, 60, looks like $65. So that's more than I thought. I was thinking it was around 50 right now. So $65 for Caracas. So that puts us at 85 plus 65 is, what's that, 150? 150, man, oh man, we've got a long, long road to go to get up to like 330. All right, we got like $2. Oh man, like $20 between those 3 cards. Call 15 for Life of the Loam, that's 35. Urborg is about $12, that's 47. 50 with the Devil. 60 with Phyrexian Tower, Through the Breach, $75. Call it $80. 83. Yeah, we're looking at like $110 here. We needed to pull about 150 in value out of here. So with the uncommons, the commons, and the foil, I mean, we're going to get there. But that's just a tremendous amount of work to sell off commons and uncommons and stuff. I mean, because really, literally, you're making nickels and dimes at a time. So that was kind of a bummer of a box. But you're not counted out till you open up those box toppers in every pack, because things swing. And as bad as this looked while we were opening it, this actually turned out to be about a break-even box, even at paying like an inflated price as it is right now. So there we go. That was a single box for us. We've got more boxes in stock. We are going to open up more of these. Let me know what questions you have. Leave those comments, because I will try and address them and answer them, just like we did with Blaine. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time.